So today I'm at Fun Spot, a strange park in the middle of Orlando. So let's get in and ride some roller coasters and go-karts. Wristband acquired. I love how the season passes have Air Force One and basically everything at Atlanta and none at like Orlando or Kissimmee. Strange, but cool. Time for another scrambler, I guess. Scrambler, actually a little bit more forceful than usual. Good. Now it's time for my first inverting pendulum in a long time. So let's try out Head Rush 360. So, Head Rush. It's actually kind of intense, and the only ride I could ever compare it to is the Robot Arms at Legoland Germany. But this one's maybe a little bit better. Yeah, it's just some weird forces, but it's awesome. I like it. Well, we should go on a roller coaster. Let's go on Freedom Flyer. So, let's go. Freedom Flyer. The only thing about this coaster, it rattles down the track. I mean, it's not uncomfortable. It has lap bars and it's not a big rattle, but it just rattles. It's strange. It just rattles. But otherwise, pretty forceless. The last helix is the most intense part, of course. And the color scheme is nice. It's starting to fade, but it looks nice. And the restraints are awesome. I love the lap bar restraints. Yeah, it's a good ride. I like it. Now it's time to ride White Lightning. I love how Fun Spot lets you know it is in fact a GCI. Beautiful. Just got off of White Lightning, and it's a small little wooden coaster. The lift hill is very fast for how small it is, but the far turnaround does have a little bit of a jolt. It has good airtime. It's a very good small tiny little wooden coaster. I like it. But from my few rides I've had at this park, I can tell you that the operators are a little bit more strict than in Fun Spot Atlanta for some reason. I don't know. Do they care more? I really don't know. Even though the operations at Atlanta were a little bit faster. I don't know. Strange. Time for Hot Seat. Let's go. Hot Seat. The cycle was so much shorter than the one at Atlanta, and I don't think it went as high as the one at Atlanta. It just has more capacity, and it looks a little bit better. But the ride itself, no, not that great. The cycle needs to be a little bit longer, and the cycle needs to be a little bit powerfuler. That's not a word, but anyway, yeah. I guess Rip Curl is loading, so let's ride a Himalaya. Rip curl. It went backwards, which was fun because it's usually more thrilling than forwards. So yeah, pretty fine Himalaya, except it's pretty loud. You can't even hear the music because the ride itself is loud, but I don't care. Yeah, time for Firecracker. Just got off a Firecracker. I think it's manufactured by Moser. So yeah, I wouldn't really call it a drop tower. It's more like a bounce tower, but it's still fun. It gives some cool forces. It's a little short of a cycle, like all the rides here, but I don't care because, as you can see, there's nobody here at all. Anyway, yeah, bounce tower, fun ride. I like it, and also a turn, so you get to see the surrounding area, like Universal. Time to do the yellow go-karts quad helix. So let's see how those are. The yellow track, it has the longest course, I think. It has an interesting course. It actually has some banking, which is cool. But the cars, like when you're going down or flats, they just have no power. But then you go up and then they just haul. It's strange, but cool. Yeah, yellow go-karts, fun. And if you look over here, there's a staging area for a fun spot. And there's one ride. There used to be a bunch of rides, but now there's just one. So yeah. Wow, it's windy, but also that is really beautiful. Yeah. The last time I seen roller coaster ride parts was at Over Texas when they were building Aquaman. Now Mock Fun, I think it's called. Yeah, it's really cool. I wish I could have rode it, but you know, whatever. Yeah, really cool. It does fit in with Fun Spot's patriotic theming though. That's cool. Whoa. This is a rare view nobody will ever get again. That's cool. Some catwalks, and I don't know what the lime green stuff is for, but it looks interesting. And this thing is something else, and then over there we have the ride vehicles. That's cool. And just some other random stuff. So there we go. Fun Spot's staging area. Cool. Let's go back into the park and ride some more rides because it's cool. I guess we can ride both of the roller coasters again because they are kind of cool coasters. Freedom Flyer. Basically, the same applies to what I said already. It looks nice. It has a rattle. Pretty forceless, but you know, it's a family ride. And yeah, I like it. It's just a fun ride. It's nothing special really, but it's a fun ride. And let's go on White Lightning again. It broke down. Just got off of Hot Seat again. The ride was actually better than the first time I rode it. That thing's loud. It's better than the first time I rode it. Yeah, I don't know. The cycle was a little bit different. Yeah. And then here they have the air tanks for Hot Seat in the middle of White Lightning. Strange. Yeah, so cool. Also, I don't know what kind of paint Vekoma uses, but Minder Racer has the same thing where it streaks like that. It's like powdery. It's strange. And here, sadly, we have the defunct Enterprise. I like Enterprises. I guess this is where Mock Fun is going, the one that was in the parking lot. But, you know, sad that it had to come at the expense of a Enterprise because they are awesome. So yeah, cool. Just got off of Head Rush again, and this is the first time that anybody's ever checked to see if I'm too tall to ride a ride. That was a strange experience, but yeah. Anyway, Head Rush, yeah, it's a fun ride. It gives some great hang time. I love the hang time on this. So I wanted to ride the slide to see if it compares to the insane airtime at the one in Atlanta. So I walked over to the entrance and then I read the sign, and apparently it's closed due to high temperature. Notice it's in the shade, and also it's like April and it's not that hot compared to how it usually is in Orlando, I think. I don't know. This is my first time here, but yeah, it's not that hot. So I don't know what Fun Spot is thinking. So yeah, let's go get a kiddie coaster credit. Infinity coaster credit acquired. Awesome. I like this coaster. It's very smooth. The one in Atlanta was a little bit rough, more than this one. So yeah, this one's better than the one in Atlanta. I guess I'm comparing everything at this park to Atlanta, but you know, that's the closest thing I can compare it to because they're both fun spots. Wow, that frog hopper looks really fun. I guess I should ride the fun house. Well, walk through the front fun house. Not really ride, but yeah, I never done one of these before, so this should be interesting. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, right round. The treadmill of death. Yay. Okay, and then just the slide of death into the abyss. I don't think whatever this is working. I think it's supposed to slide or something. Oh, it kind of wants to work. Big French fries. And, oh gosh, okay, fun. That's fun. Cool ride. I guess I should ride the Ferris wheel to film some stuff. Cool. Oh wow, it's the hotel for Epic Universe. It's so cool. Volcano Bay, Universal, and of course, fun spot. The only complaint is that this metal bar here is right at eye level, so you can't see the beautiful scenery. But yeah, that's what it is. I did the Thrasher go-karts. Yeah, it's a little bit a harder go-kart course. Also, the go-karts are different. Maybe that's why it was harder for me, because I'm used to the other ones, and then those ones are different for some reason. Atlanta and all the other ones have the same cars except this one. This one is a little bit different, strange. But yeah, fun go-karts. I love go-karts. This spot feels like a lot of wasted potential. They could put a bunch of flat rides here, or maybe even like a RMC single rail. Yeah, come on, fun spot, build a Raptor here, because don't remove the splash pad, even though I don't really care about the splash pad. At least it's something to cool down when it's hot, but this is not good. They should build something here. Or maybe a RMC single rail in this spot. I don't know what's behind here, but it looks big enough, and I feel like Fun Spot owns it. Let's see what's behind here. I don't actually know. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's perfect for our RMC single rail. Wow. So I wasn't gonna film this, but Freedom Flyer parked wrong, and then the mechanic had to use a battery pack to open up the restraints. That was cool. The outlet is right there. I'll circle it probably while I'm editing. Right there, he just plugs it in, and yeah, see? And then easy peasy. Liberty Swing. Liberty Swing. I rode the lay down seats, which there are two of them there, and then on the other side, which are basically Volare seats. Well, more like beds. I don't know what you call them. Anyway, I never rode a Volare, but if they are exactly like that, that would be terrible, because yeah, it needs more padding. It needs a lot more padding. So yeah, maybe more padding, and this would be awesome. But if you don't want to lay down, you can still sit in a normal seat. Let's ride Freedom Flyer at night. Just got off of Freedom Flyer, and it's running so intense now. Well, not really intense, but you know, for a family coaster, it's running a little bit faster. And the end helix also kind of really wants to kill you now. Anyway, I'm leaving. Even though I know Fun Spot is a nighttime destination, I did it in the daytime for some reason. Anyway, Fun Spot, cool park, I like it. It's a little small, but you know, it's fun spot. I mean, the park's definitely not as good as Atlanta because of Air Force One, of course. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and coaster it. Bye.